Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to all the Muslim shepherds out there. I will be discussing hadith number 25 of the 40 Hadith Qudsi collection, and I will be highlighting the main points with regard to the commentary that was given. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم عن أبي هريرة رضي الله عنه قال قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم إن الله عز وجل قال من عادى لي وليا فقد آذنته بالحرب وما تقرب إلي عبدي بشيء أحب إلي مما افترضت عليه وما يزال عبدي يتقرب إلي بالنوافل حتى أحبه فإذا أحببته كنت سمعه الذي يسمع به وبصره الذي يبصر به ويده التي يبطش بها ورجله التي يمشي بها وإن سألني لأعطينه ولئن استعاذني لأعيذنه وما ترددت عن شيء أنا فاعله ترددي عن نفس عبد المؤمن يكره الموت وأنا أكره مساءته رواه البخاري. The authority of Abu Hurairah, may Allah be pleased with him, who said that the Messenger of Allah, peace and blessings be upon him, said, Allah, mighty and sublime be he, said, whomsoever shows enmity to someone devoted to me, I shall be at war with him. My servant draws not near to me with anything more loved by me than the religious duties which I have enjoined upon him. Religious duties here refers to the compulsory acts which Allah has made obligatory upon us, example, fasting and salah. The hadith goes on to say, and my servant continues to draw near to me with supererogatory works, so that I shall love him. So after these acts, these obligatory acts have been carried out, the servant of Allah who is seeking to gain closeness and nearness to Allah SWT continues to do optional acts, for example, tahajjud salah and fasting, optional fasts, serving the community, etc. And it should be noted that these optional acts are not once-off acts. In order to gain nearness to Allah SWT, these acts would have to be constant, would require striving in the path of Allah, fighting your nafs in order to gain this level. And the hadith goes on to say, when I love him, these acts, there has been striving now, and the servant has gained nearness to Allah SWT, and now the hadith says, when I love him, I am his hearing with which he hears. This means that the servant of Allah does not listen to anything but that which Allah loves. If you, for example, went to a shop and you heard music, for me, I think this quality, it refers to people not being desensitized. They are aware of what is haram, and when they, for example, hears the music, he would feel a pain in his heart, and he would know this is displeasing to Allah. He would become uneasy about it. And then another point is, when I love him, I am his seeing with which he sees. So the servant of Allah does not see anything but that which Allah loves. So again, he does not only see, but he does not look at that which Allah does not love. So this person will obviously lower their gaze when they see a beautiful man or woman walking past. The next point is, and his hand with which he strikes. This here refers to the servant of Allah not doing anything with his hands but that which Allah loves again. And his foot with which he walks. So he does not go towards anything but that which Allah loves. And if the servant of Allah who's gained the love of Allah he happened to hear or see anything, came across anything which displeases Allah, he would feel uncomfortable immediately. He would want to withdraw and be far from this place where haram is being done. His love and fear for Allah is so great that he feels the pain in his heart. Hadith goes on to say, were he to ask something of me, I would surely grant it to him. So this means that his du'as are heard and his requests are granted. And were he to ask me for refuge, I would surely grant him it. So this servant of Allah is protected by Allah from all things. I do not hesitate about anything as much as I hesitate about seizing the soul of my faithful servant. He hates death, and I hate hurting him. And this hadith was related by Al-Bukhari. Important ways on how to gain closer to Allah SWT. I've just chosen a few points that I thought were very important. So number 1, pray tahajjud. Even if it means you pray 2 rak'ahs 10 to 15 minutes before Fajr, cry to Allah and ask Him for guidance for whatever you require in your life, and inshallah will be resurrected amongst those who sacrifice their sleep to gain closeness to Allah SWT. Okay, number 2. So make Allah your ultimate goal, and make everything around you a means to get to Him, and not the other way around, where you make everything else in the dunya your goal and you make Allah a means to get to that goal. Okay, and number 3 is actually very important. This is a command. Don't follow blindly. What I mean by this is seek knowledge regarding this deen, doing your own research from multiple sources, and don't just accept the words and practices of people. Lastly, I'll just like to say to all my brothers and sisters in Islam, don't be ashamed of being a Muslim. Choose pleasing Allah SWT over pleasing humanity and people, and stand up for truth and justice, even if it means you are standing alone against entire humanity. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.